There's place in your heart, and I know there is love. This place be much greater than tomorrow. If you really try, there's no need to cry. This place, there's no sorrow. And ways to get there, if you care enough for it, to make a mistake. You are, and make it a place. You wait for me and the inside can erase. There are people dying if you care enough for living. It's a better place for you and for me. Hey everybody. Happy Monday. There's a love that cannot lie. It's strong, it only cares and to forgive. Alright, just start by waking up that body. You're probably awake, but start moving it if you haven't moved it yet. Make some circles. Let's wave the hands. Why not? Open those shoulders. Woo. Open, open. Oh. All right, make some movement with your arms wherever you are. You want to stand up? Go ahead. Make a little space. Make a better place. Roll those shoulders. All right, take a deep breath and bring the shoulders up to the ears. And then release. Do it a couple more times. Hi, Sunny. Oh, let it go. Yeah, nice. Lengthen the spine, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Roll the head, roll the head. Oh. Such a good song. All right, welcome back. Third day in a row. A little grounding, a little meditation. Let's do some twists. If you're in a chair, go for it. Movement in yoga doesn't have to be this crazy thing. Inhale, bring the arms above the head. Exhale, create a twist. Lengthen, keep that spine high. Let the breath get in the body. Woo-wee! I've learned that smaller movements are much more powerful than the big ones. Much more impactful. Yeah, let's do some seated cat-cows like we did yesterday. Inhale, exhale, release and round. Bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, rise. Bring the shoulders back. Open up your beautiful heart and your throat. A couple more times. Woo-wee. Awesome. Well, happy Monday. I know for a lot of people this feels like the beginning of the new year because it's Monday. And you're like back to work or back to whatever, back to some kind of routine. A lot of people had time off. A lot of people had COVID. We all still have it. I'm good. I'm negative, but oh my gosh, it's like rampant.
So much more reason to keep bringing breath and stillness and mindfulness into our lives and into our bodies. So that's what we're going to do all week. Because I decided, why do it one day? What is that? That's silly talk. The universe is actually really wanting us to come together in whatever way possible. So I don't know. Universe gives me ideas, I follow it. So here we are. Doing this. Right? It's hilarious. I have plans. The universe is like, no, no. You're gonna get sick. You're not gonna really go anywhere. And you know, hi. And yeah. So, and you're gonna get inspired to do this instead. All right, I go with it. The other thing I learned from the universe this past 2 weeks, first of all, rest is super important. And when you get still, beautiful things happen. Beautiful things happen. Right? I was like trying to figure out how to write a second proposal for my second book proposal, and we all got sick. And I rested for 3 days straight, did nothing, like legit, laid on the couch, did nothing. I can't remember the last time I did that. And all of a sudden, I felt inspired to write and then wrote for 2 days straight. I don't know. I think it's more evidence to go with the universe and to rest, to rest, to rest, to rest, to rest. There is so much noise and busyness. I'm going to talk about this all week long that we're taking in as humans. Stimulation, stimulation, stimulation. Our brains and our hearts and our minds and our bodies cannot connect when there is so much noise. You get rid of the noise in order to be still and be with who we are, and then to lead with who we are versus leading with the noise. For a long time there, especially in 2000, I was leading with like anxiety, stress. Gotta fix this. I gotta change that. I gotta make this bigger. I gotta bring all this money in, right? We're forcing. The second I mean, it was so simple. The second I rested and just was like with myself and let that be okay, then the things that happen flow naturally. And that's really sort of the wavelength we want to be on, because that's just natural. So why like act in this way of force? So that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to talk about that and how to do that. I have a few things I want to read to you before we get still. And so if you don't know who Young Pueblo is, he I think has 2 books out now, maybe a couple more. He Connection and Clarity is his book, and it's so great. And he says the energy for 2022 is only do what feels genuinely right in your intuition and letting go of everything else. Wow, so simple, right? But whoa, so in order to do that, what we would have to do is to really find, hey, Marie, what is right in our intuition and letting go of everything else. The only way we can find out what is internally true for us is if we get still with ourselves and just allow the real thoughts to come through. So when we're moving around and we're busy and we're rushing, those thoughts that come with that has the energy of that. It's not your real energy. It's not your real thoughts. It's the energy of busyness, scarcity, lack, all that. That creates certain thoughts that you don't want or need, and has nothing to do with you, actually. It has to do with America's way of pretending that we need to have this crazy busy way of life in order to live fully. It's a bunch of bullshit. so so yeah, that's my TED talk for today. And so the other thing I wanted to read you is this book, which is so awesome. It's Melanie Beattie, Journey to the Heart, and this one is called Trust Your Heart. So, for so long, you relied on your head. Now it's time to make the shift, the great leap into your heart. Are you beginning to see how your head gets in the way? Hi, Nicole. How it creates so much noise, the chatter, the limited version, the fear. Are you beginning to see how what you've relied on, your intellect, your assessments, and sometimes your logic has complicated your life. It isn't the head that sees clearly, nor does the head always see with love. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna read that again because that's gold. It isn't the head that sees clearly, nor does the head always see with love. Often it sees with eyes of fear. Oh my God, this is brilliant. The heart sees clearly. It balances the mind and emotions. It takes what's real and processes it into truth, into action. It takes into account all that needs to be done, that draws a map, an itinerary for how to accomplish that. Yes, you say, but my head does that too. And then I don't feel, and then I don't need to feel. Your heart can do it better because it maps the way to love. Learn to listen to your inner voice. Listen to your heart. It's your connection to the universe, to people, and to yourself. What? I mean, whoa. The heart sees clearly. I mean, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. So we're going to meditate with those thoughts today. And if you've been hanging out with me for the 3 days and you have for so far 3 days, we've been making lists, not to-do lists, but we've picked 3 things, ways of being that we want to be in the world. So that can be today, tomorrow, all of 2022, whatever, right? Not resolutions. We don't work with those because they're not a journey. They're sort of an ending. And you can only make them like what, on New Year's? No, we're just creating new ways of being that we want to feel or bring into 2022. So I've shared this already. I'll share it 1,000 more times. We really need to connect to more love, more belonging to each other, There's a lot of brokenness happening in people, even with COVID, man. It's like if you just, all you need to do is just pop on. I hate going on social media, but I know I have to do it for my job. But I also do it to take a pulse of where y'all at. Who's fighting today? What angle are we taking today? What politics are we hanging on to today? That's all fear-based stuff. It's all fear-based stuff. So we want to move away from the fear-based stuff and get back into the love, right? So the universe, I hate to say it, I have a gut feeling that this COVID stuff is going to go on until the people get a little bit more grounded in letting go of anger with each other. The lessons are taking a while to learn. Humans are so divided. We really need to be connected and understand that we are humans connected to each other. And that if we're having a hard time with that, we need to understand that we are collective healing. So that's what we're doing today. That's why we get still. That's why we breathe together. That's why we call in attentions together. That's why we create ways of being. But if we do that without love and only with fear, the universe is going to be like, I see you. Okay, here we are still, right? We got to bring the vibration that we want to see in the world. We just got to bring it. So let's do it together. So you guys, some of you that have been on for this whole time, I know some of this is repetitive. So for meditation, you can stay seated, you can lie down, you can do whatever the fuck you want. What I ask is that you find a place in your home, in your office, in your car. You guys, I'm no shame in the game. Sometimes the only place I can be quiet is in my car, right? And you just find a way. The only thing with meditation that you got to do is find a way to be internal and then find a way to bring breath in your body. The rest depends on the day. Sometimes I lay down, right? Sometimes I sit. Sitting cross-legged for me, it hurts. It didn't used to. I used to be able to do it like that. And then I turned, I don't know, 40, whatever I am, and wouldn't happen it no more. So do what feels good to your body. Always do what feels good to your body. Don't force shit. Oh, if I can get that in people's brains, I really wish people would just take that and like go with it. Like, stop forcing stuff. Stop forcing stuff. Just allow with what is, right? Can we be with what is? Can we be with love? Can we be with peace? Is that possible? All right. I'm on a soapbox today. All right, let's drop our shoulders. Bring your crown to the top of the head, top of the sky, top of the clouds, high to the sunshine. And I just want you to notice your body today. So become aware of your internal self, not the external. There's a key distinction there. So we got to figure out how to go internal if we want to heal ourselves in the world. Not the external. The external is where the noise is. We got to be able to connect to the heart. And see where you can soften. So relax the body, meaning release tension. I know that word relax sometimes is like, what do you mean? That's crazy talk. So I'll walk you through it. Release the tension in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your gut, in your back body, in your hips, in your knees. Bring your awareness to your feet. And let's bring the awareness to our bottoms of our feet today. So you'll notice I have my favorite shirt on today. I don't know if you picked it up, but it's called Nah. You're like, nah. It's my favorite Rosa Parks shirt. So we talk about being grounded, like her image of being on the bus and not fucking moving. Oh my God, with purpose, with love, with fierce. Like I am standing in my purpose no matter what. So we talk about being grounded. It doesn't have to be that fierce. However, it does help me to understand that we all have a purpose and that when we put our feet in the ground and like refuse to move in the service of our purpose, and that is the best way to be grounded. And that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So just let your feet really be on the ground. If you're lying down, just let your heels sort of fall into the earth. And now, as you do all those things, let's not try to overwhelm yourself. Let's just notice breath. Less is more. We can simplify and not complicate. That is in our human power. We can do that. We do have choices. And if you feel ready, start to bring more breath into your body. So as you drop the shoulders, inhale through the nose for a count of 5 and exhale through the mouth for a count of 7 or 8. You could do this on your own anytime. It's such a grounding and beautiful place that helps your brain to understand that when you count with your breath, that you're telling your body and your brain that it's okay to relax. It's okay to ease up. It's okay to let your guard down. It's okay to be vulnerable. that you're creating a space for yourself in which you are safe, just to let some beauty in, let some love in, let some light in. That's all. It doesn't have to be this big grandiose thing. I mean, it can be. The effects of meditation are a big grandiose thing, but the actual acts of doing it are really simple and cute and fun. If we allow them to be, right? We get really caught up in our head of all these thoughts that keep going around. It's okay. Just be with them. It's okay. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top and then exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. You can count on your own. That little pause at the top just gives you some space with an intention of your exhale. The more we have intention of the exhale, we're actually being intentional about what we're letting go of. You don't have to name it. I know lots of people name it, but you just want to, your body already knows. When you start to name stuff, sometimes your thoughts really get focused on one thing. So just allow the breath to come out of your body and just really get intentional about the exhale without getting so worried about what it is that you're letting go of. Just trust that you're letting go of what you need to. Continue to notice breath. Notice your jaw. Notice the top of your head. Notice your heart. Notice your shoulders. Notice your hips, the top of your thighs, your kneecaps. And now bring some awareness to your hands. If you can bring your palms up to the sky. Woo! There's some nice energy happening. That was that funny sound I just made. So that's good. You guys are doing great. So the energy that you're cultivating right now is pretty beautiful. So just allow that energy, that warm energy to come in through your palms. And just let it be with you. It's really warm. It looks like fire. It's a little orangey. You may or may not see that. It may look different to you, but that's the vision I'm getting this morning. Yesterday it was a really funny, like, white feather floating around, like dancing. It was hilarious. I like the warm fire though. This is nice. I think I might stay here all day. This is really nice. Just continue to allow the breath to flow through your body. And just let it go where it needs to go. And just bring awareness to each fingertip. And then back to the palms. And now let's bring the palms together. Let's rub them. Woo, 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 woo. Bring some heat. Yeah, yeah. Place it on your heart. Deep breath in. Just let that energy get into your body. Just know that this is the place that you can call home all the time. This is you. You belong. We belong to each other. Make any movements in your body that you need to. Woo woo! That was fun. Thank you for being with me this morning. I'll be here every morning at 9:30. You want to come back? I hope you do. Chime in. Let me know. If there's anything you're wishing or wanting, even more, happy to do that. And you are welcome. Hey, Gretchen. Again, these are free, but if you would like to make a donation to our nonprofit, I would love that. That would help just all the work that Be Free is doing to help heal people, particularly people that are dealing with racial trauma, oppression, addiction, all those things. We are all recovering from something. So you can just go right to the website, befreewell.com. It helps keep our programs going to help heal the world and you and us. And let's keep this going and bring some beauty into 2022. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.